exact same age. Born in 65.
Okay, I think I'm live too.
Okay.
So hello everybody, KPC live with Anna. You
You
miss.
should maybe turn off your kakao. I can see everything.
There's nothing important anyways. Yeah, so hey everybody, how you doing? It's a new day, new dawn,
New president.
new era. Congratulations.
We're gonna talk about the election.
Congratulations, USA.
I think it depends on who you ask. No.
Oh, yeah, more than half of the nation. I mean, at least with their policies and all.
It's a democracy,
yeah.
so. But we'll talk about the election in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as I was saying, 2 days ago I was invited to this women's very successful CEO tech, they're like tech startup CEOs, and they're like doing stuff for like, you know, I was like looking at the businesses, like those are businesses for seniors down the line and all this stuff, and they were all very inspiring. Mm-hmm. And then so I posted on my Instagram stories that I was going there, and then he was like, "Oh, can I come?" He's like, "I'm very interested."
I'm very interested.
He wants to be in a room full of successful women CEOs.
I want to see. I want to have like a lot of role models to benchmark, and I want to be mentored by them.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I would love to see how they run businesses and yeah, all that. So
like,
invite me next time as I don't know.
It was a female, like mostly female
that could
event.
Be like, you know, your acquaintance or your assistant of the day or something like that.
So yeah, I was like, I will try my hardest for you to network. I met the CEO of like the 외국인 like the creator 협회 사장님 or something. She's in charge of like the influencer.
I know her.
Yeah, you know her.
Announcer.
Yeah, I finally met her.
Mm.
Yeah, and Gina, she was there. Gina's nice.
Mm. There's another Gina next to her, the creator 회장님.
I don't know who you're talking about.
She's like a model TikToker, so.
Okay, very good.
She's very aspiring person, you know, as admirable person. Yeah.
Are you? I don't know if you're like saying she's actually, or like you're interested in her.
You interpret that as
okay.
you wish.
We can interpret that as.
And also, congrats USA. You interpret that as you wish.
So okay.
I know my demographics.
So apparently he has a meeting at 12, which is so we have to like stop right on time.
Yeah.
So shall we talk about that's the main topic.
Yeah. Before we go on.
How are you guys all feeling? By the way, it's evening time for you. Yeah, most of you in America, it's evening time.
Oh.
So,
I mean, the reason I put congrats USA is like whether you like or accept or dislike or whatever your political spectrum is or stance is on this, like it's a new precedent, right? Mm-hmm. It's something that the country, like even if you're like on an individual level you don't celebrate, like a lot of people will be celebrating, so I'm not going to be discriminating, like separating groups or anything.
Shocked, depressed.
As an outsider and as a Korean, I'm just like congratulating you guys on electing a new president, and that's just the fact, and I don't have any political stance on that. And some people might be like, oh, is he actually supporting Trump? Oh no, how awful is that and stuff. I'm just saying in a neutral manner, so yeah.
But we were, because I was like, what if the results take a long time, and what if it doesn't come out by the time we do the live or whatever? But it was
the swing
quicker.
States, yeah. Pennsylvania
was it not?
Basically like the nail in the coffin.
I thought Pennsylvania was a very like Republican.
Usually it's like a swing state from I don't know, from
whatever
the news says, and yeah.
We don't know all the like American like states and like how they vote usually, so we're just literally going off the news. But
yeah, so I mean, as foreigners, as Koreans, and people who are not involved in the voting process or anything, I mean, we have our own thoughts about the president and how they will affect our country as well, right? And we're going to talk about that soon.
I mean, to be honest, the whole world is affected by the American presidency. Of course.
And
so
honestly, it's going to be a tough change for us. But on the grand scheme of things, like I guess your country is celebrating right now. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Democracy is a democracy. People voted.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of, but I was obviously watching TikToks on the way here, and the reactions that I'm seeing, it really reminds me of the time when I was living still in London, and the British people voted to leave the EU.
Brexit.
Because they were like, make Great Britain great again, the same sort of thing. Like,
Yep.
let's leave the EU. We want to be independent, and then most Londoners are like liberal, and then it's just like the rest of the country that are going to be very old-fashioned. And so the atmosphere in London, I remember that morning, everyone was on the bus like, like, it was the exact same vibe as I was seeing on TikTok this morning. So yeah,
네, 여보세요?
Manny is not happy about the results. You guys are
아,
worried.
네.
What are you?
아, 네, 잠시만요.
Okay, let me stall. Worried. We feel sorry for the women in America. Manny is not happy about the results. Pay extra for army being in Korea. Okay, yeah. So we're going to talk about what his presidency means to us as Korean people, as well. Yeah. So I was watching TikToks this morning, and yeah, it is shocking. But if I'm being totally honest, guys, I actually, as a non-American but a third person, just watching this, I honestly thought he was going to win. I just had the feeling. I honestly thought so, and it's just when usually when the economy is bad, people tend to vote more right wing. That's just what happens when people are uncertain about their own financial aspects and all of that. People, I think, tend to vote that way. So, and yeah, obviously the campaign, I think, for the Democratic Party was not, like, in terms of like marketing, from a marketing perspective, it was probably not done as well as it could have been. But like, what do I know? Like, that's just what I think. But yeah, I'm guessing most of you are sad. Okay, let me ask you guys, what did you think that she was going to win? I guess it's hard to see when you're like in the thick of it, and like everyone around you is talking about it and stuff. But from a Korean watching from afar, I really thought Trump was going to win. Whether I agree with that or not, but I just assumed that was what was going to happen.
Sorry, y'all. I just got a job and I can't ignore that, right? So, if it's money, I'm gonna be like, "Nee, yeah."
So I was saying that I thought that he was going to win, and even like
a lot of people thought he was gonna win.
My dad, he was like, yeah, I think Trump is gonna win.
A lot of the betting sites were betting on him, so
Yeah.
for him. So yeah.
But what I think was, what I think is really like different about America is that all the, like, so many celebrities speak out so like passionately for politics.
Yeah.
Like everybody in Hollywood, DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, like everybody speaks out and supports a candidate. And like, can you imagine that happening in Korea? Like, we're so like we have to be neutral. Everyone's like afraid to wear certain colors because they don't want to be portrayed as voting for a certain party.
Yeah.
They have to be so careful with hand gestures, be like, I'm not voting for whatever party. But I just find this so shocking in America. Like, this is such a huge part of the election, like celebrity endorsements. And it's like, first of all, does it actually sway people when a singer that you like is, maybe he or she has different political views for you? Does that actually sway you as the voter? Like, does it actually matter?
Well, imagine BTS come out with like a political
No, but I was
support.
like, if you're like a like a person with like a bit of a,
I
you must
mean,
still like research the policies yourself and make your own informed
Taylor
decision.
Swift supported Kamala, right?
Most of the Hollywood supported the Avengers.
Yeah, and I was
Mark
surprised
Cuban.
with Eminem.
Eminem doesn't surprise me that he's because he grew up really in a rough neighborhood, and he has a daughter.
Yeah, but it was kind of surprising for me. But
you thought he was going to be voting for Trump?
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. But anyways,
but it's clear that even the Beyonce, Taylor Swift, like most of Hollywood, that still was not enough.
I feel like in Korea, if Im Young-un came out and he was like, I support this party, all the Im Young fans and supporters would flock towards him. So I think celebrities do have some kind of push. It's not like a blindfolded, view, but the reason I was shocked about Eminem was like when I was watching his speech, there were so many people in the comments like, "Oh, I lost all respect for you," and
I mean,
had,
yeah,
like, the
when
reverse
I saw
effect.
those comments all the time.
Yeah.
If like Leonardo DiCaprio was speaking in support of Harris, and it's just like lost a million aura points, and then if it's just like the other side, like if it's like rappers supporting Trump and stuff.
I guess it doesn't count he is like a celebrity, I guess, in some sense, but Elon, like, Elon Musk has a lot of influence. He actually like sprayed money, this time, and I thought that affects people. I think that affects people when you have a figure that someone looks up to, and then mentioning him is going to trigger some people in the chat too. But like a lot of people that look up to him as an entrepreneur, or like a inspirational person, that sways the votes. So yeah,
probably all the tech CEOs will have voted for Trump. I think.
Have they?
I think so.
I don't know. But traditionally, they've always been like Democrat.
But I mean, loads of the rich. I mean, it's mostly people in like entertainment and media, and people like Mark Cuban. He's also like a billionaire, from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
He voted for Harris, and but yeah, I would say. Yeah, but the thought of that terrifies me. What you just said about if BTS were to come out and like be like, oh, support a candidate, that people would like be like swayed by this and like vote on who their favorite pop star votes on. That kind of scares me. But I feel like in Korea that this just does not happen. I don't remember this happening in the UK. I think this might be just like very American thing. That's it's like celebrities really, really like advocating for a particular candidate.
Yeah, America
we just say neutral.
Is the pinnacle of freedom. So freedom of speech too. So whether you're a celebrity or not.
And I feel like most K-pop companies will be like, we cannot alienate half of the fan base no matter what. Mm-hmm. Business is business, and we cannot be advocating for a certain candidate, and we will completely lose like half of your fans. Mm-hmm. So,
but anyways,
let's talk about some of the exit polls, because I thought this is interesting though.
Yeah. So.
I'm
pretty sure like my audience and your audience, they're both very, very left leaning.
They're all upset,
yeah, very, very upset. So I'll stop triggering you guys, but like I'm not even trying to trigger, because like democracy is democracy, and the outcome is the outcome. And even Harris herself came out saying like we have to accept the results and stuff, and that's what true democracy is. And last time, honestly, when there was like a whole like riot at the Capitol Hill and stuff, it wasn't really good to see. So I saw that they prepared a lot now this year with like a lot of troops and guards and all that. So yeah, that didn't anything drastic didn't happen, dramatic didn't happen, but
Google the U.S. exit polls, because I'm gonna bring up the statistics here now.
Okay. And
some of them I found surprising. So the ones that I thought was the most like surprising was the age by gender. So was it this? I think so. So it was basically split half. So everyone thought that the young boy demographic is going to be massively voting for Trump, because of all the like those kind of like podcasts and like that kind of content, red pill content, and MAGA and all of that. But it's like 49% split, basically like halfway down. But it's mostly like the older. So Gen Z is still pretty much like split kind of evenly, but it's just the older generation by like, especially this is by race. Okay, no, by gender. Yeah, by gender. Men in the older demographics definitely vote more for Trump, and women obviously tend to vote more for Kamala.
Yeah. Well, what stands out for me is like most of the black people, 11% more. No, what do you call it? Yeah, only 13% voted for Republican.
Yeah, I think that's to be expected. But I saw a lot more Latinos. Latinos voted a lot more this time for Trump compared to last time.
Okay.
What does that say? Age by race.
And then Asians were a little bit more on the Democratic side for sure.
Hold on, sex by race. Yeah, yeah. See, Latino men here, they voted more, definitely more for Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just saw the headline that a lot more people of color voted for Trump compared to the last election. So they're trying to understand like how did the Democrats fail like in losing some of their core like supporters demographic compared to last time. And I like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but I saw loads of TikToks on the way here, and they were suggesting that even for like the people of color, the minority groups, for them like the illegal immigrants is a big issue. If they're coming into like their neighborhoods and stuff, and like coming into their schools and taking their jobs, like they also get impacted by this. That may be a reason why the Latino men are voting more for Trump. Because like I said, like when the economy is bad and inflation is going up, everyone feels a bit like, oh my god, I don't have any money. Like the priority is mainly going to be money and who can actually, I don't know. I think that's what they think. So, yeah.
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 I mean, it's like a complex thing. You can't really just, pinpoint it to one thing. But I've like around me at least, you gotta know, like guys, of course, my audience is very like on a certain side, but like on Instagram, and I have a lot of American friends too that support Trump as well. Like more than like half of the country supports him, so the odds are pretty high, right? And they express their voices on Instagram, and I see what they're saying, and like each side has their own valid points and concerns, and like I don't think it's like as clear cut. And
but what I thought was interesting also, going back to this, the education level definitely plays a part. So people who never attended college, or people who attended college and never received no degree, definitely there's a tendency to vote more for Trump. And people with like bachelor, PhD, they will vote for Harris.
And it's like a slight difference. So I don't think it's like that leaning either. But nowadays the narrative is college is, pretty much useless. I've heard a lot of that. Like college creates a huge amount of debt, and it just cripples a family, and a degree doesn't really get you like a higher paying job or anything. So like America's starting this movement first, and it's like slowly infiltrating the Korean society as well. Like blue collar jobs are getting more respect, like industrial, agricultural, and all that. Like that book smart doesn't really mean like you're super smart and like actually
this is so
intelligent.
interesting to me. Look at this. So like white women with college graduates, they were 57% will vote for Harris. White women non-college graduates is 63% will vote for Trump. There's like a huge difference there. And that really is interesting to me. And it's the same for men as well. Definitely the same for men.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you? Yeah, even in the comments,
but
I can
like
see people.
as I said, I don't think, like, I'm not trying to be on a side. Like this might paint me in a weird way, but as I said, the whole narrative is shifting. That the indicator as a college degree as an indicator on which side is more intelligent or not, like in general, in the conventional way of thinking, that might have been like a good indicator, but nowadays that's like diluted a little bit, and I don't know about
and
that.
Also religion plays a factor.
Yeah, of course, religion
definitely does play a factor.
Yeah, I think like watching these elections for the states, of course, as an outsider, it's very interesting to me because of like I only have the opportunity to watch it as a macro point of view, and mostly I saw like it was mostly about like abortion, and then immigrant border laws, and economy, like tariffs and war. What are you gonna do about like these international politics and all that? And then like on my like the most keen interest I had was on the crypto side. Crypto was very like pro Trump. So as soon as he got decided, Bitcoin went on all-time high right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining right now, honestly.
Yeah, our crypto accounts.
it's going to be very, very
It's volatile.
harmful for our country for sure, Trump being president.
Yeah,
but
it's not good for Korea. Yeah.
but at least on an individual level right now, I'm hedging on that with crypto. So
You see, because everyone is so like strapped for cash. Everyone thinks about their own like financial needs, and that's what the election results I think reflect.
Yeah, so
really, yeah.
I think at the end it's like trying to get like this sector of this segment and this fraction of like the whole audience and the whole nation and all that. So
yeah, I mean, I can even see people in the comments like disagreeing and like, I mean, this is like everyone's gonna be divided on this.
Yeah,
issue.
I'm not even reading the comments because like I'm sure people are going to be angry. They're going to be fighting with each other, and you know that's what happens when you talk politics. But you know it is what it is.
And then yeah,
Nobody's
I saw some of the
satisfied,
videos
yeah.
of like where some of the cities or states where they were holding the big like where all the Harris supporters were, and then it turns out they got the announcement that their state was actually more Trump, and then like you can see everyone's faces like what the hell, like they feel betrayed by their own like people like who voted for you know. So
I like the thing, you know, this doesn't even apply to US politics or anything. Like even for Korean politics, I really don't like people that think the other side is either dumb or either like they're too woke or like, you know, extremist point of views of other people, because these are people that are living in ordinary lives in their own like in their own narratives and their own struggles and all that, and they have their own points and viewpoints. But just because you voted for another person, like, oh, I'm not gonna associate myself with that person, like I can't mix with that person. Like I think the person that has that kind of point of view is a little bit more closed-minded than you think. So like,
I'm a hairstylist. No taxes on tips is huge. So whose policy was that? Because I don't know. No, apparently no. There's gonna be no more taxes on tips.
No taxes on tips.
Which party said that? Because I don't know. Yeah. So.
He keeps saying he doesn't read the chat every week. What? I don't know. Because I don't think you're a regular. Yeah, because I read a lot of chats when I actually do live streams.
So no tips.
Oh yay! My Solana got sold.
So no taxes on tips.
Yeah, but we'll get into the Korean perspective of the whole thing, because that's the thing we can provide to the table, right? Like you guys are here, as a lot of people saying that you guys are here to escape from the election results right now.
But it's just the biggest news in the world.
Yeah, of course,
now.
we gotta cover it for
it.
at least a good whopping 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, we can talk about what the Korean for what it looks like for Korea. So it's going to be rocky roads ahead for our alliance, because remember when Trump
it's not
said,
looking good for Korea.
No. And like all the I went on like the Korean news article sites today, and they were all like, "Oh my God, we're fucked."
We're fucked.
Yeah.
Like basically the whole world is saying we're fucked.
The whole world is saying that.
Yeah, and it's not because of political stance. It's because of like economic troubles and concerns, right?
Yeah. So during his previous term, Trump demanded a substantial increase in Seoul's financial contribution to support U.S. forces Korea. He's basically saying like we don't pay enough, and he might be like we're gonna remove all of our U.S. troops from Korea, blah blah blah.
Which he won't be able to, but he will definitely demand like higher.
He will demand a lot more money.
Yeah, of course.
And so all the Koreans are like, fuck, like how are we gonna like, you know, it's already.
Yeah, so we're like we gotta prepare for the Trump era, and we gotta have like a counter deal as well, like. You know, give us the authority to have a nuke, you know, stuff like that. And he might be the only, like some people saying on the optimistic side, like he might be the only person that would be willing to actually negotiate on that factor. So,
yeah.
Anyways, he called Korea a money machine.
Yes, he did.
Jin is here, I think. Yeah. And then he's talking about like the war in Ukraine and Middle East conflicts and all that. Like Trump always suggested that he would be the person that could end the war like in an instant, like on day one.
Oh.
And yeah.
Oh.
That's what he's been saying so far. Yeah, so we'll have to see on that. But like I guess that affects us too, because like North Korea right now is sending troops to Ukraine and stuff, and like the whole East Asian geopolitical situation is very like volatile nowadays. So it's going to be very like I don't know. It should be a very sensitive and delicate issue, but I don't think that's Trump's style. So like we're quite worried about what he's going to do. Uh,
Yeah.
he claims like he's very friendly with like Kim Jong-un and all that. So that's an issue too. Go on.
I mean, yeah, that's basically it. We don't know what he's gonna do about like North Korea and
Like in particular about like economics though, like his biggest policy change or like effect would be tariffs, and he's a big pro tariff guy. And tariffs, you know, I don't know much about tariffs either, but like one side effect of tariffs are that it's going to definitely crank up the consumer prices for the average American and
the rest of the world.
the rest of our world too, because like there's going to be like export import wars and conflicts. So the prices for certain facilities and you know products, they're going to be driven up. Korea is saying it's fucked right now because like we have semiconductors, we have Samsung, we have cars, we have ships, we have home appliances and all that, which are very big sectors that are going to be hit by tariffs. And because of that, and Trump is very, very well known to be America first, pro-America, like, you know, so he's definitely going to put more priority on like American, you know, jobs, American manufacturers, and he's also very against China as well. But unfortunately, while he targets like massive tariffs on China, it's gonna have like a trickle down effect, a negative trickle down effect on Korea as well, because like we're in the Asian sector, and as even though we're allies, like you know we export a lot in the grand scheme of things to the U.S. So yeah, economically it's going to be very tough for Korea. Military wise, it's going to be very tough too. Geopolitically, it's going to be very tough too. I saw a few more other stuff, but those are more professional level discussions. But yeah, anyways, for Korea, that's it. So, what are you reading?
I'm just reading people's comments. Yeah, I honestly don't know, and I can't.
And even right now, like directly, the dollar has skyrocketed. It's over 1,400원 right now. So it's already making Korea difficult, you know, like
So no more American imports.
the currency rate is just, yeah. I mean, it's good for me. We get Google AdSense,
Oh,
like
that's
USD. I'm like, okay, like all these PayPals coming in, they're going to be good for me. Like if the USD is high, but you know.
For the country, David.
Yeah, for the country, like, yeah, it's not looking good. Like, some people are saying Trump is actually going to end the Samsung era. So, to that extent. Samsung's not doing good on its own, first, but because all of these, like, you know, America first, tariff wars and all that, it's not going to be good.
I also just on the way here saw an article though about Chinese like air fryers, people buying them from like you know like those like Chinese retail stores and stuff, like Temu or what, Ali or what those, and then apparently the air fryers are actually like listening and spying into there's been a report that has been saying like do not buy the air fryers from China because it's listening to all the information.
Yeah.
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 So God knows, interesting times.
Yeah, look at what the Korean articles are putting out.
Explain.
Trade and tariffs, America first, risk taking, like the dollars and all that, and unpredictability. Yes, for sure. Manufacturing, paradox, blah blah blah. So they're making acronyms out of like Trump and all that.
So he comes in January, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, January. So
yeah. So
good luck to the whole world, I guess.
Yeah, and also a lot of like the whole world in general is in a more grand scheme of things, like not only economics but environment wise, they're very concerned too, because Trump is like not actually very eco-friendly.
Oh, yeah,
He's against electric cars. He's against like environmental friendly energy, more towards like fossil fuel.
He's against electric cars, but like yet Elon rides, so
Yeah, he wanted to pull out from the Paris Accord and stuff. So he's a very known you know, non-pro environment guy. So a lot of environmentalists are very concerned as well as like for global warming and everything like that, reusable energy.
Tara S says, honest question, will his presidency affect the chip making deals that we have with Korea?
Yeah, semiconductors for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, people are saying next topic, please, okay? Like, you want to escape the news. We understand. Okay, next topic. Just something lighthearted I think David will be happy with.
Okay.
Twice.
Oh, that's it. That's it about the U.S. president.
People want us to move on.
Well,
Do you have anything more to say?
I don't know. Okay, we can move on.
Because we have to stop immediately at.
Yeah, but like just to go on a little bit more. Tesla went up like 30% for the past 2 days. It's crazy. And Bitcoin went up like crazy. It's skyrocketing right now. Every eco-friendly sector in Korea is plummeting. We have like solar panels, like electric cars, like hydrogen energy. They're tanking down. The stock market in general, I guess, is like kind of, on a bounce because it's more like, I guess, like excitement. But a lot of people are actually looking towards like a economic bubble burst or like some difficulties coming soon.
But when do you expect crypto, because it's like my cousin was saying to me, she's like it's gonna go up till the end of the year, at least to the beginning of next year, and then you have to take it out. That's what you're saying.
I don't think there's a point in like predicting like a date or something, but for at least like and in a frame of a year, I think it's going to be going up for at least like a year. Like the reason it's going up is like I don't believe his words, but like I believed he was very pro crypto to get like those votes, and it was adjacent to his like normal supporters in the first place. But he was very like, we'll make a national reserve for Bitcoin. We won't sell any of them. We'll like hold like 1 million of Bitcoin or whatever. If we're going to be a very crypto like friendly environment, America's gonna be the first to actually like.
I don't think Harris she was against crypto either, but it's probably that he was more.
She was against in the first place, but then that kind of created a little bit of a buzz, and then she jumped on and said she would be pro crypto as well. But anyways, because crypto is a big theme in Korea right now. Like even if you look at the news, they're saying like, oh, Trump became president, Bitcoin at all-time high right now. Like so a lot of articles like that are pumping out. And and everybody is sucking up right now in Korea, like the president. I mean, as you're supposed to do, it's the new U.S. president, right? Like you don't want to be hostile.
All the world leaders are like saying, "Oh yeah, congratulations."
Yeah, and they're like making plans on how to deal with Trump right now. Like all the conglomerates, business groups in Korea are like, oh, we hope you will invest on us and. All that, so everybody's lining up. Yeah,
I think that's why I saw some videos of people saying all the big tech guys are sucking up. They have been sucking up to Trump because they just know like if they get in his crossfire, then it's
not gonna be good.
It's not good for them. Yeah. And then I saw another people saying oh, it's funny how all the like celebrities that came out in support of Kamala, they're all like at P Diddy's party. So they're like if they know that under Trump like they might get completely exposed. This was what people were saying. This is a conspiracy, obviously, but yeah. Okay, shall we move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
So I think this is gonna make you happy. So
what's making me happy?
Twice to appear as special guest at Coldplay.
concert. That was actually kind of a bummer to me, honestly.
Why?
Because I thought it would be BTS.
You don't know. It might be come on as a surprise.
I still think Jin is going to come.
Yeah, but so basically he probably will. But Twice will definitely be there. JYP made the official post.
Yeah, I mean Twice is good too, but it was kind of like what? A little bit of a weird surprise to me.
And they're gonna appear at all 6 shows. So they're basically going to be like, official part of the show.
Maybe they're doing like a secret collab together or something.
Twice and Coldplay, can you imagine the kind of, like, what kind of...
Because I don't see the connection.
Yeah, what is the music going to sound like?
Yeah, like this was very unexpected. Like I don't know what the actual connection is between. I love Twice, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and
14 loves Twice.
as this comment says, surprised it's not Jin, but I'm
Yeah.
sure Jin is going to just be there individually. And
Yeah.
yeah, but
14 will be happy.
Fatin keeps on mentioning us on
Yeah.
stories, and he's like, you know, he's sending me DMs saying Anna blasted me on the story. I didn't expect that, and you know all that.
He liked it though. He liked
Yeah,
it.
but this was very random. I will just say it was very random. The Twice collab. I'm not against it. I'm surprised. I'm happy,
Yeah.
but it was just very unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. I have the tickets, so
Okay.
if you're interested, slide into my DMs. The slot is still open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Triple Star.
Okay.
So you guys know Culinary Class Wars.
Yeah. Before we get into that, can I do my little
Yes,
piece? Okay, so guys, hello everybody. So as you know that we have our favorite sponsor of the video, Piroso. So Piroso is a traditional and authentic Korean product shop. We have a lot of diverse products right now, like the Korean diaries and mother of pearl coasters and hanbok plates and modern items like the bucket hat or our Piroso brand t-shirt, BTS bracelets and Korean army t-shirts, MBTI t-shirts. It's kind of sad nowadays because like most of our sales are coming from the Korean army and MBTI t-shirts, while we're trying to push like more Korean traditional products. But look at this beautiful page Jin made over here. It's a handcrafted Korean piña collection from a brand called The Alien. They hand make these piñas, and they're so beautiful. I showed them several times on camera. So if you're interested, go check it out. We're doing a 10% discount on all of them right now. We actually have the physical object. Can you actually try it one on if you can? Like
This reminds me of Naked Soul.
yeah, anything you want to try. So Jin was like, when is Anna coming? Like I saw the live stream last time and Anna wasn't there. And he was like, why do you want Anna so hard? And he's like, she can try on the piña. Like please, we need a girl. We need a female. And I was like putting it on my head and stuff. But anyways, in the meantime, we have like new cute toys, animal character button pins and all that. Very cute. You can buy your own Zodiac pin if you want. Yeah, this is a little escape from the U.S. politics, right? Animal character notebook. I'm a monkey, so he put a monkey up here. Yeah, so you can get all these character notebooks, pens.
Okay.
Yeah, and Anna just put the thing on. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Wow. Yeah, so elegant and pretty, right? Yeah, so go check that out. Go check that out, guys. Looking good. Yes. So show some support to Piroso if you're interested in like Korean products. And yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, are you gonna like wear that for the whole time?
I'll wear it.
Okay, that's good. You don't have to. You don't have
I'll
to.
wear
But it looks pretty good, right? Looks pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Triple Star, if you guys watch Culinary Class Wars, a lot of my friends were saying, girlfriends were saying, oh, he's like so attractive, like he's so
Yeah,
like
a lot of-
soft-spoken.
yeah, a lot
I
of
don't
people
personally see it, but I mean a lot of girls really liked him.
A lot of girls.
I mean,
like him.
he's a very good chef, and it was like the precision with his like knife skills, I think, like turned people on.
Yeah, I mean, he's the kind of style that a lot of Korean girls would like as their ideal type, like very soft, like very delicate. You know, well, like cooking skills good. He always wears like Thom Browne and stuff, like very skinny and you know lean and all
Well,
that.
so
Pretty,
because he
yeah.
was so soft-spoken and seemed so gentle and like like non-controversial, this came out like he faced loads of controversy over the past week and a bit. There was a video of him. Basically, did you guys know he was married, but now he's divorced? So his ex came out and she was basically like a scorned woman, and she said, oh, like I literally helped him get into his like fine dining. He helped him get his fine dining experience because apparently she was like really rich lady, and she knew all the connections to get to like the fine dining, even to get like an internship at those places in America.
Where's my rich lady?
So yeah, he studied it in America in the culinary schools.
Yeah.
And she got him all the connections. She was like, I like not bribed, but like basically gave Chanel bags to the important ladies. And then because they saw that like favorably, then he was able to make his connections and whatnot. She was like, I did all that stuff for you. And then she was basically like she was saying maybe you were having other relationships with other women during that time, and apparently dispatched, she had like 40 letters handwritten by him to his ex-wife, and she like gave them all to dispatch, and it was like apologies, and some of the information was like quite condemning because like it was like he was apologizing for like, I am sorry for like, apparently when he was running his restaurant, there was a lady that came in and she was dressed in like quite provocative, like low cut clothing, and then he went into the back of his restaurant, the kitchen, and like was watching the CCTV back in the dark, and she was like, what the hell, so he apologized for that, and he also said I'm sorry for, because of my own stupid desires, for making you have relations with other men. And so everyone in Korea was like, what? Were you like watching as like you were making her do something with other men? Like, you know, this like in a sexual way. So people were like, what the hell? And also there was this, we'll play it now. This is a phone call that was leaked. And he just curses like expletives like the whole time, which was like what shocked people.
없는 새끼나 건드린 것보다 병신 미친놈 쓰레기니까 난 그랬던 거야. 나 정말 사랑했던 여자한테 진짜 단 한 명도 없었어.
So it's just like he's like talking on the phone to his ex-wife and being like trying to explain like that one woman that you think I had a thing with, she meant nothing to me. She's a effing bitch. Like this kind of stuff. So everyone was like, the way he portrayed himself on the show as this super gentle, you know, really good guy, and then people were just shocked that this is what he does in his private time. So
I think everybody's privacy, like, you know, these kind of leaks, they're kind of cheating though. Like it's definitely like breaking his image and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely. I mean,
makes
his
him
wife
look a little
feels
bit
scorned.
cheap and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the leaker's fault at the end. And yeah.
I mean, it's his wife that just felt slighted by everything that happened.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she has to, like, you know, kill his whole,
yeah, exactly,
you know, 인격, like his human dignity,
character,
right?
his character. So he plays third on the show, and yeah, it's unfortunate, like when you get catapulted into, like, you know, super famous level after these kind of shows, people are gonna come out of the woodwork if you have wronged them in the past, whether you're in debt. But there was like another white chef, but apparently like she's like Pitu Nunjeng, like apparently she owes loads of people money.
The Bibi man is in a controversy too.
Yeah.
He apparently operated his business illegally without like a proper restaurant license. So he's relocating. But the funny thing is, like, he got so famous, now he's relocating to like a better prime spot, like a prime location, and in the midst of that he was like, I apologize for not being transparent about like managing my business illegally. So once stardom starts, like, you know, grow on you, like people start, you know, investigating and you know, speculating about you and all that. So things are getting pretty messy about all these like star chefs and famous people.
But Edward Lee, who was my favorite, he's recently opened up his own Korean fine dining restaurant where he lives. So great for him. And I think he's also going to do another Korean show or something. I saw the article.
I hope he does. He's one of the positive outcomes with no kind of mess.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia, for the PayPal. Hi Anna, I've purchased many products you've endorsed. You go, girl. Sending you positive vibes from Southern California.
Yes. I hope you do that today too. Here at piroso.net. Use coupon code KPC.
But can I say, like last week, I was doing this shoot for just like a one-day shoot, and I went to a restaurant called Touch the Sky. It was on the 58th floor of the 63 building.
Yeah, Yuksan building.
Yeah, Yuksan building. It used to be the Korea's highest skyscraper, but I don't think it is anymore. But it used to be, and
there's a chef from the show there too.
Yes, she's a female chef, and she's amazing. She was a white chef on the show, and she's the first female chef to like she's the head chef of that restaurant, and like I had such a nice bougie dinner. It was like $200, and the person I was filming with, do you guys know Black Swan? The girl group. Yeah, Gabby from Black Swan. She's from Brazil, and so we had a like long shoot. We just like literally ate. Like my reel about that is gonna come out soon, but it was amazing experience, and the chef was so soft spoken and so nice. So yeah, I would love to go to Napoli Mafia, but I think it's gonna be impossible for like a year out or so.
Yeah, Napoli Mafia became super famous in Italy too. Apparently, because
footballers came.
Yeah, very very famous footballers came.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
All the legends.
Yeah,
like Bonucci,
and they really liked his
Pirlo,
food.
and all of them.
Yeah.
Cannavaro and everyone. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. But on the side, like of course, as a stock person, I gotta update you on the stock market. So, Baek Jong-won, who was actually the what do you call it? The judge, the black judge on. No, he's not.
There wasn't a color. Yeah, it's just
I guess
judge.
like technically, the more commoner leaning judge, his company, his mother company, actually listed on the stock market yesterday, Topon, and it went up 60% in a day.
I saw that.
Yeah, and he was very happy. So there were so many.
He's rolling, and he's so rich.
Yeah, very very successful.
Yeah.
Businessman. You
Yeah.
gotta respect him.
He's the Gordon Ramsay of Korea. Obviously, he doesn't act like Gordon Ramsay, but technically, he is the Gordon Ramsay of Korea.
Yeah. So they're saying it's a 대박.
Yeah, it's the jackpot.
The Born IPO is a jackpot stock tycoon, and look at him, he's so happy with his like drumstick right now.
You see face like everywhere you go in Korea. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, he has 25 restaurant brands right now.
If you go into every convenience store, his face is plastered on every single product. Every coffee franchise, he has Chinese franchise, he has pizza franchise, he has everything.
Yeah, it's worth 500 billion won. That's
Wow.
crazy. Whoa.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves it, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, his
He's
brands,
nice.
I would say, like they're not anything special, but it's like a comfort brand you go to. Like you won't get anything wrong there.
Yeah, it's not bad food.
Like if you just want like a good decent meal, kind of affordable, then you go to Baek Jong-won's.
Yeah, he thinks about like the
cost efficiency.
Yeah, cost efficiency and for the working class. So, okay, I want to talk about this because do you guys know the Ha sisters? Ha sisters, Evelyn Ha, Erica Ha, and Emily Ha. They're these 3 Korean girls. They're huge on YouTube.
Okay.
And every hold on, let me.
What's going on?
So every like video they upload on YouTube, they get millions and millions of views. They became really huge during COVID. So yeah, they're these 3 they're Korean American. They're based in New York. And during COVID, they just started posting videos, and people just really, really liked the sister dynamic between all 3 of them. They're really like fighting all the time. They're really funny. So people really like obsessively watch them, and like good for them. Like they're hugely successful. But the most recent vlog that they uploaded, they basically go traveling a lot and like film vlogs together. The most recent vlog that they uploaded, they came to Korea and they were filming like what they eat in a convenience store. You know those videos that get really popular. And so they were doing a mukbang, and then a Korean Karen, the most crazy lady, basically starts going off on them. Just being like, you guys are being like, she tries to speak in like English because she assumes that they're foreigners. So let's play a bit of the video.
Oh, she's speaking in English.
Yeah.
I can already judge by her accent and the
She's
tone.
a Karen.
She's just crazy.
Yeah.
She's insane.
Wait.
Wait. Wait, isn't this a public space? Here. Isn't this a public space? You can borrow the thing for paying something. No, I just thought this was a public space.
Fair.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Fair favor. Because you can't pay for this, that's why you're doing here, like in public platform. Right?
Yeah,
You can't
basically.
pay for, that's why you're doing.
Yeah, we're broke.
Well, hey.
Not that we're broke.
We're what? We're what? Hey, what? What are you talking about? Hey.
Crazy. Like,
And I'm rich.
yeah, that's just. Yeah.
She goes, "Hey Chinese, welcome." So basically, yeah, she was saying, "Oh, you guys are Chinese, and then they were like, "우리 한국 사람인데요, we're from Korea," and then she was like, "Why are you speaking in English?" And then she was like, in Korean, she was saying, "Do you guys have a house in Korea? Do you even like have an apartment in Korea?" They're like, "We're from New York." She's like, "Oh, you're from New York," and she was like, all this stuff, and like little does she know that these girls are like like they're millionaires, you guys. These girls are like hella young, they're millionaires from their YouTube career and all the sponsorships. Like they can, if you see her vlogs, they live in like the most bougie apartment in the middle of Manhattan, overlooking the Empire State Building. She was like calling them beggars, like she thought they were like trying to stream for money. She was like, "Are you a beggar? Are you a beggar? Do you not have any money?" and stuff. And I just found it hilarious. And then all the comments were like, "Oh my god!" Even Korean people were commenting under that video, being like, "We are so sorry that you had this experience."
Yeah, so she's a like, you know, obviously a crazy person, not in the sane mind.
Yeah, she's not in the same mind.
Yeah.
And I literally, I want to see that lady's reaction when she realizes, oh, my voice was featured in this video at this huge YouTube channel.
She wouldn't care because like she's crazy at the end. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people like that in Korea. I've encountered a lot of them too. You just don't deal with them.
Yeah, and people were saying the girls, they just kept laughing it off and like not reacting, and then they were like, some people were like, "Oh my, if I were them, my anger issues could never, I would like have gone off on her." And then but Evelyn's the oldest one. And Evelyn was like, because the second youngest was the middle one, she was like, "I want to like provoke her and stuff." And then Evelyn was like, "No, seriously, it's not worth it. Like, we don't give out our energy to people that just don't deserve our energy." Like, she's like very much.
Yeah, that's the mature mindset.
Yeah, and then Erica was like, "Never mind. Yeah, I'm hella rich, so like, I'm literally, it doesn't matter to me." Like, yeah, I actually been watching their channel like quite a bit over the past week, like just having it on in the background.
I can tell because you bring every single update about their channel.
Like it was only recently because I didn't really know them before.
Okay.
You know, they even did like videos with like Le Seraphim, and it was like it became.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were the ones that suggested to Le Seraphim like, "Oh, you should do this Coachella shake your like they told her what to say, Yunjin, and then they actually did it in the show, and they were like freaking out and all that stuff. So anyway, Karens everywhere. Yeah.
No more hot sister news now anymore.
No.
Hyuna and hot sisters are bad. They do 2 H's. It's because like I have no interest at all at who these people are, so you know, it's like, okay, yeah, there was a crazy Karen. I feel bad for them because like they're Korean ethnicity too, right?
Yeah, they're
and
Korean.
They're visiting now.
They can understand everything.
Yeah,
they might be not speakingly like fluent, but they can
Yeah.
understand absolutely everything that's
They
going on.
got mistreated by this random crazy woman in Korea,
Yeah.
so I apologize in behalf for you. I hope you have a wonderful time here. If I don't know if it's your first time or whatever.
No, they come a lot actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually saw them at a beauty event in the summer. They came. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, they're funny and they're sweet, and it's just I think I watch it because I feel envious of the three sister dynamic, because they look like they're having such fun.
You have a.
We're not. Me and my brother are not that close, and we have completely different interests. And like having sisters is like a different vibe. You share clothes. you share
Are their
makeup.
dynamics good?
What?
Like, are they on good like terms, friendly terms?
I mean, they clearly love each other. They just bicker like normal
Okay,
sisters, but it's not like they clearly love each other and they go everywhere all the time. So I think I watched them be like, "Oh, what if we like to have sisters? It must be nice." So, okay. Anyway, I think this was quite a.
What's that?
Do you guys know Kim Jong-kook? If you
Yes.
watch Running Man, he's very famous. He's actually a singer, but he's probably more known for his like working out and like his fitness, and yeah, he's on Running Man a lot. And he faced backlash though because Cho Seo got married recently. He's like also like that short comedian guy that's always with Yoo Jae-seok. So it was his wedding, and then you know in Korean weddings you go and you have to give cash gift to the couple.
Yeah.
And so on a recent episode of the show, while talking with Yoo Jae-seok, he mentioned Jonathan, saying Jonathan barely gave anything for the congratulatory gift money at his wedding and was stuffing his face with food. And then people were like, "Why would you say that?"
Yeah.
Why? Well, what's the point of saying that? That's not a nice thing to say. And everyone's financial ability is different. And he's like, why would you just call him out like that and say,
Yeah,
like,
don't call him out on
he-
like
yeah.
congratulatory money. Like that's also a private area too.
Yeah.
Like how much you give and stuff like that.
yeah,
And also Jonathan, like he's pretty famous too, but like you know,
he's way younger.
yeah,
and
he's way younger, and like you know, you can't compare with like Yoo Jae-seo
Kim
or
Jong-un, yeah.
Kim Jong-un, right?
Yeah,
So,
they have completely different finance like tax brackets. So yeah, people were bashing him for this. What do you think?
yeah, like I think he's in the wrong.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was
Kim
wrong.
Jong-un said something like insensitive,
Yeah,
and also even if it was a joke, it was kind of tasteless.
yeah.
And
I'm-
the congratulatory money thing is becoming like a huge, like, point of conflict among just ordinary Korean people too. I was
even
at a
with
wedding.
my friends. Yeah,
I was at a wedding, and because of inflation, all people are like, "Oh, 너무 정없나? Like $100 is that 너무 like you know 정없어?" 그러면 like maybe 50 more. Then like that's like not an even number. It's
yeah.
like
You have to give at
150.
least 100 more.
So like, is
Yeah.
it like 200 nowadays? But
Yeah.
that's a little bit too much on my like you know budget.
Yeah,
And
you give 200 to like close friends.
I gave 200 to like my recent wedding I attended, and even if he was my close friend, I was like,
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
I have to attend like wedding after wedding, and am
Yeah.
I? The culture here is like you collect that back in your wedding.
Yeah.
Like, am I actually gonna collect
Then
it?
what if you don't get married?
I've gone to like at least 10 plus weddings so far. I think even maybe 20, and then if you just add that up, it's already like $4,000. No, yeah, $4,000 or something.
So you have to get married. You have to make it back.
I want to be that person that's rich enough to not be like
Yeah.
petty about all the congratulatory money I
Yeah.
gave. Yeah, so
Yeah,
anyways.
this part of Korean wedding culture is a bit yeah, it's a bit I mean, yeah, it's like just to like we appreciate like everyone wants to like chip in to like congratulate the couple on your new life, on your new life together in your new apartment and whatever, but it's just like sometimes like I said, like I get random calls and texts from people that I haven't spoken to in years.
Me too.
In years. And they're like,
Yeah.
please come to my wedding.
Shameless. Honestly, shameless.
Yeah. I'm like, I would have never even thought to invite you to my wedding.
But-
you know? And then you feel guilty if you like.
This was actually a point of discussion with Jin the other day too, like with another friend. So I've attended like so many weddings, and some people get like married very early, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of my friends that got married like 3 years before, and then I'm probably gonna get married pretty like
Late.
right? So then there would be like a 7-8 year gap between that wedding and mine. And she's married, she has like 2 kids now, and then I can't contact her because like, you know, she has a husband, and it's gonna be weird if I like, you know, reach out to her. So our like connections are kind of like disconnected now. So after 8-7 years, do I contact her and say like, oh,
Come
I'm
to my
actually getting
wedding.
married because of that congratulatory money or anything, or like what happens then, you know?
Yeah,
So,
it's like it's up to you to also maintain that relationship if you want to
yeah, but
get that back.
yeah, but like the other friend I was talking to, he was like very firm, like, yes, you do, because like you gave her money, like there's no
Yeah, I mean,
question
technically,
about
like
that.
she can't like fault you if you gave her an invite.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
send her a mobile invitation,
Yeah.
and then she will send you some amount of money, and
Even
then
if you can't attend.
another point is like that was in 2020, and back then 100 was a standard, but
Yeah,
then
inflation. Yeah.
So if she gives 200, like, is that like a match? Is that
There's
equal
so much
to
like you have to work it out.
mental gymnastics?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so it's pretty hard.
So even my dad was like, because he's retiring next year from his company, and he was technically saying to me like, if you want a lot of like donations, you should get married before I actually retire,
Yeah.
because then he can invite all of the work colleagues and
Yeah,
they will
that's
chip
true.
in.
That's
He was
true.
like, so if you want to get married, you have to do it before next year.
Yeah. And also like a lot of parents, like I think Korean weddings are very focused on parents and their reputation and their
Yeah.
happiness more than the actual like wedding people themselves. But there was something very inspirational I heard. It was like I didn't want to do like a big wedding and collect money and all that, but then usually parents say to their children that oppose to these kind of traditional weddings, they're like, so do you want to start off your newlywed life with an extra 100K, or do you want to just start with 0? Then usually the average amount of money you collect at a wedding, like it gives you a surplus of at least 50K to 100K Korean won.
Yeah, not dollars.
Dollars. 1억. Usually, if you do a wedding, it's a business, so you earn an extra 100K.
What? No.
Yes, yes, that is the norm.
But like
That
the
is
wedding cost is like takes up half of that.
Even after that, if you have rich enough, if you have well off, if you gather
Okay,
enough,
yeah, if your circle is like very
enough
wealthy people.
the set goal is like 100K. So my friend was actually sharing that too. So like I think I'll hit like maybe 70K or something, and that's gonna pay for like the refrigerators and my car and all that. So you know, wedding is a business here.
It is a business, yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? I would like to start off with 100K. I know a lot of influencers. I know a lot of people that are rich. So might as well get like 200, 300 for them. And
How
like,
much are you gonna give me for my wedding, David?
200? I'll give it 200.
정 없어.
What? 200 is like
300.
no!
300.
No, 200 is my max.
300. I expect 300.
That's for my like homies, you know, like my mid-high school homies.
I
Like,
expect 300.
what? No. I've never given. I mean, if it was like, okay, maybe Danny, I could get 300. Yeah, like that's a very special case.
Is
because
Danny
we've been,
getting married?
Probably. Yeah, he's
I
like a business
expected.
partner for like, one fifth of my life or something, right? It's 1/6 or whatever. So yeah, in that case, I could be like extra special 300. Okay, I'll put it on extra. People
No, you
might
should give Danny 500.
yeah, people might even say that,
Yeah,
like
500.
you know, but then there's like no limit over there. So I just set my own standard as like very special people 200, like exceptional 300. So just to reveal something, like a very close person, we both know mutual. His father passed away recently. We went to a funeral. I don't want to disclose, but I went to his funeral, and then I was like wondering how much, and then yeah, he did a lot to us. He gave me a lot of jobs, and we've done business together for more than like 5 years together. It was still in good terms and all that. So I was like, okay, 200. I've never.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Okay. Yeah.
We have to give cash at funerals as well. That's another thing.
Yeah. So like at this age, like when you're in your mid-30s, there's
You
a lot
attend
of
a lot of weddings, a lot of funerals.
weddings and funerals. Yeah.
You have to actually have like a separate fund for attending all of these.
Yeah, at least for me, it's better. At least for us, it's better because like we can actually make them as like what do you call them? 경비, the tax
Deductible.
Yeah, it's tax deductible, and and also the good thing about wedding money is that it's non-taxed. It's not taxed. So actually, weddings are used as like money laundering too. There's a cap, but then like multiple people giving like thousands of dollars, and then you collect that. And
Speaking of like money laundering and like non-tax, I think
Yeah.
any money that you make on Carrot Market, that's
당근,
that's
yeah.
all untaxed. So
Yeah.
Carrot Market, I explained in my previous blog as well. It's like Craigslist for Korea or like Facebook Marketplace. I haven't actually like selling stuff on there, so I've been using it a while, quite well. I even like went up to, met up with a lady last night. I gave her like a piece of furniture I don't use, and so I've been using it. And like apparently it depends on like, especially if you live in like Hannam-dong, Hannam the Hill.
Yeah.
That's like where the people, celebrities and like the CEOs live. If you do Tangun around there, they literally just like sell like 1억 sofas, like 100K sofas.
I've heard
So
that.
they pay in cash.
Right. I've heard that from a lot of successful businessmen too. Like it's a very good loophole because like, the products that don't like devalue, they buy like 100 Apple Watches, 100 MacBooks, and then all in with their credit card as expenses, and they're saying it's for gifts, it's for business purposes, and then they sell it all on Tango Market, retrieve that cash. Expenses, cash, use the cash on whatever they want. So,
Yeah, and like I said, like in my area, there's loads of bougie ladies because they're like, we just have too much stuff. I want to clear our closet. So you can get really decently and very like good quality stuff that's in perfect condition for like way cheaper of the retail price. So it's actually a really good shopping thing.
yeah, you can take it off now.
Okay, next news. Hold on.
G-Dragon?
I mean, this is just like this is not news.
I'm
but he was
just
at Chanel.
I'm just living this era right now. Like I'm so happy about all this content pumping up from GD. Like he's going to the Paris, Hong Kong, I don't know, Chanel Hong Kong show. He's on 집대성, like the three Big Bang members. They have two episodes on U Quiz. He put out his Power song, which
Did you like the song?
It was okay, but then I'm more expecting like towards his like full album. Like, I think it was like an intro to that. But like I'm living for all of his activities right now, and it's the return of the king. Everybody's happy. People are just joyful to see his presence. And the cute thing about GD is like he goes around every single post that's related to him that goes viral and like presses like on all of them.
Does he follow his fan accounts?
Yeah. It's so precious.
I'm not sure about this hair though, the outfit.
Yeah, a lot of people said he looks like a 80-year-old
like, what is the
British
hair?
grandma.
But he's always very like how do you say,
the-
eccentric,
yeah.
a bit out there. He
Pink
was always
tweed.
known.
But then, like when I, a lot of people make fun of his appearance and his like fashion too. But at the same time, a lot of people counter, bring a man that would look this good in this outfit. You know, like
I mean, like I said,
bring a man who could actually digest this outfit, other than him. So that just means he's exceptional, right?
I mean, he can only go like most normal guys walking around in Korea. I cannot dress like this.
Yeah, I cannot dress like.
He's
I look
a
like
celebrity.
a
That's why
clown.
He attends fashion events. That's why he can dress like this. But obviously, no normal Korean person in Korea dresses like this.
Even if you're a celebrity, I don't think a lot of people would be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
You know, like this is just a unique style that he can do by himself, and yeah.
I think he is to what you know how Jennie is so popular with Korean girls and they see her
He's
as
like
the
the Jennie
icon.
figure.
Yeah, that's what he is to Korean guys, I think.
Yeah, to the whole nation, honestly. Yeah.
So I mean, I thought the song was okay.
It was okay. Yeah, I won't like praise it or anything.
Yeah.
You know, it was nice. It was refreshing to hear something from him. Everybody's just happy that he put out something, and now he's gonna put out a full album. So that's good. Yeah.
Okay. I thought this was funny. You guys know BJ Seyeon, Kwajip Seyeon, you know, the streamer that got pictured with Bang PD in Los Angeles. You know those pictures. Basically, her biggest supporter,
Oh my
her biggest
gosh.
donation giver. He gave her around $1.2 million over 2 years to her. He donated, and he only recently got blocked by her, and so he was he's very pissed. Clearly, obviously, understandably, he's just like, oh, I'm so upset with you.
I would be pissed if I threw away like
He's
1.2
hella rich.
million.
He's hella rich.
Still.
1.2 million. So he said, in over my 10 years on Africa TV, I've met all kinds of strange people, but I've never encountered anyone like you. It's infuriating, heart-wrenching, and deeply upsetting. What did I do so wrong to you? Even when others criticized you, even when various rumors and uncomfortable truths surfaced, I stayed loyal and supported your broadcast to the best of my ability. He said, didn't I send enough gifts? Yeah, fine, I admit that my support did drop. I have my own personal issues and struggles, but I guess that wasn't important to you. To you, I must have been just another source of cash,
no.
whether I was your longtime fan or managing things for you. But did you really have to treat someone like this? Is it just leave when the money runs out? And yeah, I was both your dedicated fan and committed supporter. Do you really think I didn't understand what was happening? Everyone who watches your broadcast, every other female BJs knows about us. Do you really want to end things
now
this
I
way?
know why she kind of blocked this person.
I mean, he is very deep. Like someone giving you $1.2 million, though, that is you having a special relationship with this person.
That's kind of scary at
It's
the
a
same
lot
time.
of money. Come on.
But like the amount of obsession that's coming, like
Yeah.
leaking from that comment, like it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know, I would, if it goes over the line, I would consider blocking too, even if it was like 1.2
I mean,
million.
to be honest, it was his own choice to
Yeah.
give all of that. It was
Yeah.
his completely own.
Yeah, it's like he's not entitled to anything,
No,
honestly.
he wasn't like forced down and like forced to
Yeah.
send her that money.
Yeah,
That was
like
his
it's not a
completely-
give and take relationship. It's just a give relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I like the amount is what makes it astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
But like looking at his like narrative over there, like all that, it's very stalkerish behavior, and I feel like she was threatened.
It reminds me. It gives Mask Girl vibes. You know,
Yeah.
that episode with the incel, and he like.
I mean, I can see both sides though, because like if you threw that much money and
Yeah, of
supported you
course.
throughout the whole journey, and
Yeah.
you're just like discarding him right now, that is not looked upon in a good light either. But at the same time, the guy looks kind of creepy too. So you know, you gotta look into both sides.
Yeah,
Like Africa TV in the first place isn't a normal place.
it's not.
It's like a
normal.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call Africa TV like the umji.
And I also saw that recently it was her birthday, and then she like hired out like a hotel suite to celebrate her birthday, and then she posted and then immediately deleted. She was like partying with like loads of her friends and guys, like a rapper guy, and then she posted it and immediately deleted because she knows like, okay, if I post pictures with a actual guy that she's actually seeing in her life, then all her male fans and donation
They're
people,
gonna fall off.
yeah, they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
So but it was too late. Obviously, anytime you post anything to the internet, people screen capture like straight away is there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're a couple YouTuber, never like actually reveal who you're dating. That's
Yeah.
very bad for business.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, you know, people say it's cringe and that's weird, but a lot of people have like those parasocial, you know, what do you call it? Relationships.
It's like with K-pop. They that's why they tell them, do not ever get caught dating news and do not ever admit to dating news.
I know someone in like the influencer field in Korea. She's like pretty famous. And there's so many like, you know, simps and like people drooling over her Instagram stories, but she's actually married. She's
that's
like
crazy.
It's
But-
like, yeah, it's like a
even
top
when-
secret.
Really?
Yeah.
She's complete. And her husband's fine. Does she have children?
No, she doesn't have
Oh.
children, but she's married. But then I'm like, why do you never have like pics? And that was a stupid question in the first place. But she's like, oh, you know, like if I put up my, like,
What is her content? Is it
it's just herself. Like she's just pretty.
But is it like
That's the
half
best
naked? Is
content.
it kind of like racy pictures, or is like, because it really depends what your audience you're catering to. If you're a female and you're if you're like doing beauty, like you're catering to a female audience, female lifestyle influencer. But if you just
It's not
posting-
like OnlyFans level or anything, but she's just like the typical influencer on Instagram. Like, you know, nice body, good face, like
then
wearing
she's
good clothes.
mostly has male followers.
Yeah,
Then.
of course. There's
How
a
do you
lot
monetize
of like
that then?
I
Unless
don't know,
it's, like,
international people like putting hearts and like I love you, you know, marry me, you look beautiful and all that. But then she's actually married.
This is the thing. This was my dilemma recently because that was also a part of my why I felt a little bit depressed last week, because I checked all the analytics for all of my socials, and you know, remember when I did that like EDM video, like really short video that I did with Subini and my friend,
Like
that
10
got,
million
it got
views.
20 million views on
Yeah.
Instagram and like 30 million views on TikTok. That actually like screwed my analytics, because we went so viral and it got exposed to loads of people. I checked both my analytics for Instagram and TikTok. I have more male followers than female because of that freaking video.
But that's usually how it is for female.
Yeah, but that
influencers,
is really as a, like when I work with beauty, skincare, fashion, that's not what they want. They're like, you have to cultivate a female community. And then you have to really influence them in like convince, like this is your lifestyle, this is what you use, this is what you do. Like you have to be an influencer. Male followers don't give a fucking crap about what stuff you put on your face,
Yeah.
or what you wear, or
Yeah.
this kind of thing.
Engagement is horrible.
Yeah,
too.
so they tell me to be way more intentional with what I post now, with just don't do stupid like challenges or like those kind of things. And I was like, okay. Yeah, so that completely screwed me over, so I was sad about that. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, that was that. And then I think we can talk about this Tira. Do you know Tira?
Tira.
Tira.
Isn't that like a chicken brand or something?
No, it's a makeup company.
Oh, okay.
And the CEO, she exited, and she's like, she's a female CEO of this makeup company. It's like the viral red cushion. This.
I have no idea. You're talking to the wrong person here.
This was on the if you're into stocks and stuff.
No.
She exited, like she earned hella money from this. She sold her position.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, she's very inspiring. So she built this makeup company from the ground up, and she recently
Impressive.
exited, and she is now one of probably the richest women in Korea. Anyway, so Tira is a Korean
Oh
beauty
wait,
brand.
this person's not the CEO?
No,
Oh,
that's
it's a
an
Korean
influencer.
brand. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a Korean brand, and then she sold it to female investors and from outside.
Okay.
It's hella popular in like overseas now and in Japan as well. This cushion went super viral. So yeah, if you guys know if you're on TikTok and stuff, you might have seen this cushion everywhere. A lot of the influencers endorse this. But now, because it's a Korean brand, right, and most of like 90% of Koreans are like, we just look similar. We have similar skin tone. We look very similar. So Korean makeup, especially foundation shades, have always been really limited. And they were sending these products out, I guess, to global influencers to try to grow the global market. And obviously, they sent it to like a black influencer, and she's like, obviously, like none of these shades are gonna fit me. Like, why did you send this to me? And then after that, they were like, okay, and then they created 20 more shades.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then they created even more shades. Now they have over 150 options.
That's true globalization.
Yeah, true.
Good business.
Yeah, because obviously, like all the beauty makeup companies, they want to target global because the Korean market is far too small. So even though we don't have 150 different skin tones of like Korean people in Korea, they're now making makeup to suit a global audience because obviously that's gonna make them more money. Yeah. So I like Tila Tila. That cushion is actually really good. It's super high coverage.
Good for her. Good for her. I know this cosmetic brand CEO too, and she's like hella rich right now. She's not even that big, and she uses like basically what she kind of told us is that all these cosmetic brands like. Nothing's different in the substance. It's all marketing.
It's all marketing fight.
Yeah, like the substances, they're all made in the same factory. All the products are probably the same and all that. Like whether it's like organic Jeju, whatever, or like whatever, they put like this little, like 1 milliliter of like other abstract into
anything that we buy as consumers is all a marketing thing. Even like I had this thought about recently with like luxury goods as well. Yeah, like the price of a Chanel bag in store these days is $11,000 or $12,000 USD, which is insane. Like no reasonable person in their right mind would think a bag is worth $12,000. It's really not. Actually, there's like a leather craftsman person on TikTok. He actually breaks down all the bags and he really like tells the audience like how much it would cost in total to make the bag. And he was like, maximum even for a Chanel $80. That's how much it costs to manufacture, make the bag. Hermes is different because they handcraft every single bag with an artisan. It's not factory manufactured, but Chanel, all the other brands, is factory manufactured. It's like basically, if they say it's luxury, I mean, yes, I mean they can use good leather and good materials, but the fact is, it's still not.
I mean, I'll give some slack to the designer industry because like for bags or clothes or apparel, accessories, all that, there is actually some creativity. And actually, if you look at it, maybe it's like my subconscious, but they actually look good design-wise.
Yeah, but the thing but the Chanel classic flap that everyone knows, the design has not changed.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a classic.
Yeah, so it just keeps going up.
But if you just go to like designer brand and look at their clothes and stuff, they actually look pretty sleek and good. But then for cosmetics, like I'm not shitting on the whole industry, but like there's so much you can do in like a, the same product, like the same toner, the same lotion. And it's just about the packaging, the wrapping, which advertise
the hot keywords,
which model you use and how you market it, and like I've heard like the cost for like one like face mask is like 0.0 something cents or whatever, and they're it's like hyper inflated. It's a good business if you just get.
That's why beauty makes the most money, and that's why I'm being very intentional.
So apparently, if you launch a beauty brand and it's not well known in Korea at all, but if you target like specifically, for example, just Dubai or like a certain country, and you just like wrap it as K Cosmetic, and then put like slap on like a different brand name. If it just becomes successful in that country, you're like set for life. Yeah, I've seen so many cases like that. I'm so jealous.
Anna, can you ask David what lip tint he is wearing? It's Nivea. Is it cherry? Is it cherry or strawberry?
I don't know. I was like, I just bought this from a convenience store. Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah. Anyway, but I feel that from the only like luxury, like in terms of bag brands, like Hermes is the only one that's like worth it. Honestly, and like if I have to spend $12,000, because Chanel used to be way less expensive than Hermes, now they're basically the same price. If I'm going to spend that much money, I'm obviously going to get an Hermes and not a Chanel, like obviously. Wow. But anyway, this is not. I'm not even interested in spending $12,000 even.
If I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna get a Ferrari instead of a Porsche.
Cars are a depreciating asset at the moment you buy them, whereas Hermes, if you buy an Hermes bag,
Okay.
As soon as you buy that out of the store, you can resell it for double. And
Yeah.
Hermes is the only brand you can do that
Yeah.
with. Only brand.
I'm gonna get a Audemars Piguet instead of a Rolex then.
Patek and Richard
Patek
Mille.
Philippe and all that, whatever.
Okay.
My Apple Watch is the best.
Okay. Next news. I thought this was.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my phone soon because like this is like
Yeah, if it's
all rusty.
11 Pro, you should change it.
Yeah, it's all broken and shit. But I'm gonna switch to Galaxy.
My boyfriend actually.
The Z Flip. I'm gonna get the Z Flip.
My boyfriend actually, he was a long time Apple user.
Mm.
He went to change phones recently, and then the phone guy, convinced him to buy a Galaxy Z Flip.
Oh yeah,
You know,
the
they're
Z
so
Flip
good
is
at-
so good.
They're so good at talking.
The intrinsic value is just so good. My subscribers want me to vlog, so I'm like the Z Flips. I'm not gonna carry around my Osmo on a daily day, like life,
Yeah,
right?
but my boyfriend really regrets it. though.
Why?
He's like, oh, don't poop on it.
Like you flipping it up every
Because
time.
he's such accustomed to iPhone. He's like, it's so like cumbersome.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
iPhone's losing its edge too. Like
It-
there's no
iPhone is definitely
innovation, like
losing her edge.
so.
I
I
see
don't know.
loads of TikToks of people switching to Galaxy or Google Pixel.
Yeah,
And
so
they're
I'm
saying-
gonna switch to.
So
Z
unless
Flip
Apple
soon.
really next year come out with something really innovative and like something that's really gonna win over people, they're definitely gonna lose customers.
Yeah.
Because it's not innovative.
Oh, but I do want to buy the new Mini Mac and the iMac. They're so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. Anyways. Yeah.
I thought this was this one. I sent you
What's
this
that?
link.
Okay.
So let me restart.
What's she
it.
doing?
So this was like, I think this was something genuine that happened. This lady owns a sandwich shop, and she left out. It was like busy lunchtime hour, and she left her MacBook and her sandwich outside.
Yeah.
And this random lady just taking the sandwich and leaving the MacBook. She was just hungry.
Oh, that's kind
I
of
guess.
yeah.
She was just hungry.
Yeah, what's she gonna do with the MacBook?
Yeah, this
She
old
can't
lady, she
eat it,
doesn't
right?
know how to use the MacBook.
Yeah, if you're a hungry person, like a sandwich is 10 times more value than
Yeah, she wants the
a non-edible, metallic MacBook.
Yeah, and like she was
Oh,
like,
I kind of
and
feel
then-
bad for her though.
Yeah, and then the lady, the owner of the shop, she was just kind of laughing. She was like, "Oh yeah, okay, good. I saved money. Nobody stole my MacBook, I
Yeah.
guess." And then people were like, "This is a fake scenario, right? Yeah, this is for marketing." She's like, "No, this is a genuine thing that happened, and this is not viral marketing or whatever. But it's like legit. This is what happened."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cute.
It's cute, but like, I mean, technically, I mean,
It's crime.
you shouldn't steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the situation is just cute,
Yeah, but people are like, I mean, at least this post went viral and it brought a lot of more like attention to this sandwich shop. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Okay,
Some wholesome crime news.
also crime news.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're talking about Bigbang Taesong again.
Okay.
Bigbang was related to GD.
Uh-huh.
He recently made 47 million profit from his Seoul building.
Wow, I'm so jealous.
I don't even know how much money that is, to be honest. He owns this building for 7 years. It's like near Apgujeong Rodeo and very, very good area. In 2017, he is located on the main street in Dongyangdong, and it has 2 basement levels and 9 floors above ground, and it was bought for 31 billion Korean won. So he got a 14 billion Korean won loan with the remaining 17 billion paid in cash. First of all, to be even given that huge of a loan, that's not accessible to most people. You cannot be ever given that so much if you're just like a normie. But basically, technically, he has the
He has
means.
the street cred.
He has the means, and yeah, he got that much of a loan.
He's friggin' Big Bang.
And yeah, it's 10-minute walking distance of Apgujeong Rodeo Station. And there was a bit of a controversy with this building a few years ago because there was like a room salon that was like operating.
Oh, it's that building.
It's that building. There was like this sex related business operating from one of the floors.
Yeah.
And then he claimed that he didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
people were like, "You are the owner. Like, how can
Right.
you not know like what businesses are happening in your building?"
Right, right.
So there was criticism for that. But now he's made 47 million profit. I think.
Damn.
Well, I don't know if has it just been put on the market for that price? I don't think it's been. Someone has to buy it for him to actually make that profit.
Yeah.
Um,
There are a lot of rich people out there. You know,
there are a lot of rich
when I
people
go
out there.
hiking, sometimes like at my 동네 뒷산, like my neighborhood little little mountain, and I go on top and I look at the landscape of Seoul and see the amount of buildings. That means every building has an owner. Every single building you see out there has a owner, and that means that amount of people have that amount of money. And I get depressed at sometimes. And then if you chop it up, like every apartment has a homeowner in every single like apartment spot, right? And I'm like, that much people have that much money in Seoul to afford an apartment in Seoul. I'm like, what am I doing hiking up here and gazing into the city? And like, if you have that kind of perspective, it actually makes you feel very, very depressing. Like, there's so many buildings, so many apartments out there. I don't even own a single one. And like, wow, the amount of wealth.
Mash is asking me, Anna, did you see the MBTI results though?
What?
Bigbang's MBTI results. So I'm looking this up now. So this was on the Taesong show.
Yeah,
I'm
I saw the whole thing.
So okay, what are they? Taesong is ISFJ. Well, I don't know any ISFJs around me.
Okay.
Taeyang is INFJ.
I don't know what people are around me. How do you even memorize?
I know all of my friends.
Do you know what I am?
You're INTP.
Oh wow! How do you
I
even
know
remember all this shit?
I can, because like for me it's very clear. And
Wow.
G Dragon is ENTP.
Okay.
ENTP is Freya's personality.
Wow.
Guys, ENTP is what Minhee-jin is. They're very like they can. My friend Freya, she really
Careful there.
Yeah, I know, but like that's like the characteristics of an ENTP is like they really like debating.
Am I seeing a pattern?
They like debating. They like getting into arguments with
Just kidding.
people. They're very self-assured. They like debating, so they
I
can.
guess let's find the middle ground and say creative, artistic. Let's not go into like actual personality traits. Yeah.
So my boyfriend is he's an S, so ESTP. So he's like, I'm more slightly like more imaginative. I'm like, oh, what if, or like this kind of thing. And he's like much more like in the real world, like very much realist. Like I don't have those kind of like silly thoughts. This kind of person.
Yeah.
And ESTP is actually what Donald Trump MBTI is.
How do you memorize all of these people with like these 16 personalities? And how do you like match them?
I do look up like the world, like the CEOs or the world leaders. I look up the MBTIs.
Why haven't you made an MBTI video yet? Like make a
I did
dedicated
make one
video
with
on
Danny.
it.
I made one with
That's
Danny.
going to get a lot of views.
I made one with
Like
Danny.
it or not, you know every single person on Earth's MBTI.
So me and Danny have the same MBTI, ENTJ.
What's Elon Musk's MBTI?
Let's look it up.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
You never came across?
He's an INTJ, so okay, he's more I am ENTJ, he's INTJ, but
Okay.
he's thinking type, very planner, organized.
Usually my MBTI comes across as the worst of the worst in every kind of field. I don't know why.
No, INTP is okay. ISTP is the worst. ISTP is the worst.
Wow.
Very hard to date as an ISTP.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I made an MBTI video with Danny and one of my other ENTJ friends. Go watch that. I thought it was funny.
Speaking of Bigbang and Taesong though, like I was surprised in his video. There was a part where GD was being passive aggressive, and Taesong was like giving out like his merch or whatever, congratulatory gifts to GD and Taeyang. So it was like a 3-leaf clover, and he was like, 4 leaves stand for luck, but 3 leaves stand for happiness or something. So he's giving out it to his hyungs, and then GD was like, oh, is there like a 2-leaf clover or like other clovers? And there's like, oh, there's nothing for that. And GD was like, good, let's not go there then.
I don't get it.
It's like there are 3 members now.
Oh,
So
I
like
see.
it was 4 and then 3.
I see.
It's the 3 of them, and GD was like, very seriously, he was like, good, let's not go to 2 leaves then. And he was looking only at Taesong because he has like, he has like true belief in Taeyang. Like he's his homie, but he's looking at Taesong. Let's not go there. Like he's very scarred with TOP and Seungni and all that. So yeah.
Seungni, I understand, like obviously cutting off completely, but like, what did TOP do again?
TOP was the one that cut them off.
Oh, he excluded himself from
Yeah,
the
he
group.
was like, I'm not Big Bang anymore, cross. And then, like, he was very disrespectful to the fans, too. And
Yeah, that's kind of upsetting. Like,
Yeah.
you spent all those years.
they had a fall off.
Yeah, you spent so many of your younger years with this person,
Mm.
and now you just don't speak anymore. That's even when Girls' Generation Jessica, I was like, oh, this is such a shame. Like, they used to like, all live together. They used to be such like sisterly kind of vibe, and now they just like don't speak.
I don't think anybody in Korea likes T.O.P. anymore, honestly. Like, his rep is just too ruined. And he's now starring on Squid Game 2.
Oh yeah.
And there was even an article. There was a stupid article saying, like, the Squid Game 2 cast is like a lineup of criminals and stuff like that.
Why?
Because, like, you know, T.O.P. and some other people.
Who else is criminal?
Yeah, so, like, if you look at these headlines over here, they're all saying,
Who else is a criminal though?
like, drug crime, top casting, and filming bullying controversy, Netflix Squid Game 2 noisy even before its release. And apparently there's some people with, like, you know, some bad stuff in the past. So,
How long has it been? Like 2 years since the last Squid Game? It feels like it was like a long time ago.
yeah, look at this article's headline over here.
What did it say?
곽도원, 배성우, T.O.P. ex-convicts are flocking in Squid Game 2. And they like plaster them all together. Like, this guy's for like drunk driving. I think he's like, I don't know, I forgot. And drugs and all that. So
Speaking of drunk driving, I don't. Oh, actually, I don't know if it was drunk, but
and, sorry. Apparently T.O.P.'s role in Squid Game 2 is like a failed idol. So that's
so
kind
he's
of
playing himself.
No, I'm not saying that, but like people are like, did the director like, you know, genuinely cast him because of that? Yeah, so
Anyway, there was a crazy lady in Gangnam Station that was on Saturday or something. She rammed into okay, hold on. So she rammed into 7 cars and drove the wrong way along a boulevard near Gangnam Station. So she was in her 20s. She was caught driving without a license after causing an accident on the street, and she was reportedly pulled out of the vehicle by police, even as she insisted on continuing to drive. So that's her continuing to drive when
she didn't have a license.
she's insane.
She's crazy.
And she just rammed into 7 cars.
Whoa!
Luckily nobody like passed away or anything. Thank God. So I don't know what her deal is. Is she drunk or high on drugs?
She has mental issues.
Yeah, always mental issues. The police are like actively trying to stop her from moving the car.
Yeah, I actually, I recall this incident, and I saw the interview from the mom,
Okay.
and she was like,
Her mom?
Yeah, my daughter's not well in the
Oh.
mind, and I'm just very sorry that this happened, and
Oh.
like she was crying and all, and,
Okay,
yeah.
because
So.
she's clearly not.
And I just feel so bad for the mom too, because like now, like moreover the fact that her daughter's probably gonna go to prison.
Yeah.
The financial debt that's going to come towards her, because like she crashed so many cars and created so much damage to all
Yeah.
that property. So
Her mom's probably gonna have to.
yeah, the
pay
mom
her
didn't
off.
really look like she's in a good financial situation. So
Yeah.
like, it was just so hard.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
But nobody
Damaging.
lost their lives, thank goodness. So.
Yeah, like there are too many crazy people out there. The hot sister,
There are
like,
too many like of these like weird like car crash.
it should like all.
Especially people over 70, you should get your license retested every year. That's what I think.
Yeah.
The older people, like you really should get a test every year.
I just don't understand, in the age of like autonomous driving and like high speed internet and all that, why don't like car companies just invent like a mandatory drunk driving like blowing machine on like installed in the car. Like for instance, my friend bought like a new Audi car, and I was like really good. I'm really impressed. It had like half autonomous driving, but the issue is if you don't put your hands on the handle for more than 10 minutes or so, the service center calls you and they're like, is everything okay? And stuff like that. So they know, they're tracking like with a smart intelligent system, but they can't get that figured out with like a seatbelt and drunk driving blowers and that. Like, I just don't understand. Yeah.
Have you been in a Tesla?
Yes,
Yeah,
just in
and
the
with the
States.
autonomous driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And even my friends who went to LA recently, they, you know, the Ubers that just come without the driver. It's just the car.
Yeah.
That looks really cool.
And actually, GD pulled up with a Cybertruck.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that
He
was.
must probably be like the only person in
He
Korea. That...
apparently there's only two in
Alright.
Korea.
Yeah, he's the
and
only.
he's one of them. And he was cruising on this Cybertruck in Seongsu.
Yeah.
Everybody was filming it.
Because it's such a like bizarre looking, and like nobody has that car.
Yeah, yeah, and people like that went viral, and
Yeah.
people like it went viral initially because it was a Cybertruck that was in Seongsu
then it was
area,
GD's.
but then it was known to be GD, so it
Wow.
went even more viral. So yeah. Anyways,
can I just say before we end the live, like I plan on filming my second Azar video tonight. Can you do like 5 minutes?
Tonight?
Yeah, anytime.
yeah.
Okay, and I'm also gonna ask Danny, but I don't know if Rachel's here, but she said last time, she actually messaged me last time, Rachel, if you can, it'll probably be morning time for you, you know, if you're American. If anybody is willing to come on video for Azar, I'll post another like link on my Instagram stories. It really helps me out a lot in terms of filming. So that's what my ask.
Yep, go check it out. And I had something to say too. My video is gonna drop soon. Like it's a similar service to Azar, the sponsor. It's gonna be a fun one, so go look forward to that. I can't say yet, but anyways, on top of that, like my what do you call it? Why aren't Koreans dating video is starting to blow off. I love that chart when it goes outside of that box, like that, you know, algorithm, you know, anticipation box. So please go watch that video as well. My sponsor requires me to get 100K views on that. So
Is it a requirement?
yes, I'm 50K short right now. So
What happens if you don't make 100K?
I need to make another video. But
I hate
it's
it
not
when
too bad.
I hate it when they add like
But
conditions.
advertisers have gotten smarter nowadays. They've got ripped off from influencers and
And
YouTubers
back
too
in the
much.
day.
Yeah.
That's why they're all they're all going to short form. There's way more chance of it getting seen or going viral.
Well, I'm comfy in my own area where nobody's doing long form, so I'll take all these ads for you. So, anyways, yeah. So, please go watch that video for me. Please watch it, and yeah. Are you gonna end it now?
I mean, do you end it now?
Yeah, I have to go to
Okay.
attend a meeting, but before I end it, you can end it.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like and subscribe and join next week.
And before I end it, hang on for 30 seconds. So before we go on, I'd like to do a quick shout out and introduce you to the sponsor of this live stream, Sue House. Sue House is the perfect app for anyone exploring Korea or wanting to connect with others who share a similar passion or love for Korean culture. Sue House offers a variety of free events, tours, and activities throughout Korea, making it easy to meet new people, whether you're a traveler, expat, or local. You can also improve your Korean with exclusive content like quizzes and lessons. You can even chat with native Koreans on the app. Plus, you can even host your own meetups and events. If you're curious about Sue House, go to Google Play or App Store and just type in Sue House. You'll see the app install. The interface is really easy and cute. Navigate throughout the app. There are many functions like community discussions, fun cultural events, making friends, group activities, essential Korean phrases, localized travel tips and destinations. You can check out people by their profiles, and you could maybe even get into a romantic relationship. Who knows? Within the app, Sue House provides information and opportunity for unique Korean travel experiences, and you can also practice and level up your Korean. So join the community, travel with new friends, share experiences with members, and so much more. If you want to see more details, check out the Sue House official Instagram account, and you'll see real-time updates of what kind of group tours are going around. There was a trip to Jeonju, and there's also giveaways and information about K-pop concerts happening in Korea, in this case the Dream concert or the Yeongdongdaero K-pop concert, which happened recently. There was even a recent Chuseok party with the Sue House participants. So it looks like a really fun and good community. Go check it out for yourselves. Thank you, Sue House, for sponsoring KPC Live, and now back to the live stream.
What?
Oh wait, this is still live.
What?
Anna's getting ready to go. He's now free. He's a free man.
Quit?
I think so. Yeah.
He's going to.
I'll see Anna out and come back.
Yeah, he's just going there to meditate.
She's been working hard for a while, so I guess he just wants a break. 오케이, 바이바이. 안녕하세요. 다음 확인? 나 지금 미팅 바로 해야 돼가지고 끝나고 하자. 한 10분이면 되거든. 밥 먹을 거야? 나 먹었어. 아 뭐야? 지금 왜 물어봐? Oh wait. Yeah, this is still live. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching through the Sue House ad. As you know, every time I do it with Anna, I don't want to be a nuisance to her channel, so that's why I pre-recorded that ad and play it. But when I'm doing my solo lives on the weekend, I put my soul and energy into the plugin ad as well. And as the for the Piroso ad, I just wanted to shout out to who was it? Minjae for purchasing a Roka t-shirt on Piroso, and Kathy for buying a bunch of stuff on Piroso last night. So thank you so much. Go check out Piroso, and we have a new article right now about Pepero Day, because Pepero Day is coming soon in 4 days. If you want like regular newsletters from Piroso, just subscribe to our newsletter, and we just send you automatically interesting articles and blog posts about Korean culture. And also, yeah, I use New Jeans as the thumbnail over here. It's about Pepero Day, like the origin of it, like the marketing tactics and the controversies and all. And you can see other posts. We posted something about Rose's 아파트 and like Hangang all over here. So yeah, go check it out. If you want a 10%, 8% coupon code for an individual item, you can use the coupon code PEPERO, PEPERO. So yeah, just sliding that in for all of you that stayed until the end. Thank you for watching today. 300, all 300 of you. There were 400 at some point. I know a lot of you are pretty, what do you call it, stressed out about the election results. Yeah, I know that my audience is very was rooting for Harris's side, but yeah, hope you had like a detox from that through this live stream today, and I will be going off on my meeting. Please leave a like. And as I said, Patreon is the best way to support, because you get exclusive content, exclusive podcasts, exclusive K-pop reactions. I did a bunch of reactions this month, so go check it out. It only costs $5 to $10 monthly, and it really supports me. It's the best way to support, because it's like I can give you some kind of value too. So go check it out. I did Power, G-Dragon's Power, Rose's 아파트, Baby Monster. And you know what? Like Meow, they're so good. Meow, yeah, that group is so good. They're popping. Cat's Eye, Eyelet, Jin's I'll Be There, Jenny's Mantra, and all, and like this, podcast episode over here. My Crazy October, Unmanned Stores, and Party and Networking Culture over here. Yeah, and yeah, as I said, this video, I'm pretty sure some of you haven't seen it yet. Dating in Korea. It's popping off. Finally, it's getting the right amount of attention it deserves. Yes, it's almost at 50K now, so it's slowly but steadily. Look at this beautiful graph. It's breaking through. It's breaking through this threshold, like the stagnation point. Look at it popping off. Like, isn't that beautiful, guys? Like, please make that graph hyperbolic, like a V-shaped. What do you call it? There's a startup terminology saying like the J curve. Like, let's make a J curve here, please. Let's make that 100K so that I don't have to pump out another video with another ad. So please like this video, watch it till the end. That's the most important thing. Yeah, you gotta watch it till the end. Maybe revisit it time after time. But anyways, thank you so much. If you want to join the Discord chat, you are welcome to in the description below. And yeah, that was it for today. So hope you enjoyed the long time no see live with Anna. I know you guys enjoyed the live with John last time as well too. So yeah, there was a lot of demand on getting him again on the show. So I'll try to do that. He's very willing to as well. So yeah, yes, I put Karina in the thumbnail and Chalanu. Of course, it has to be the prettiest and handsomest person in the world, right? Anyways, yeah. Congratulations on your new elected president in a non-satirical way genuinely for his supporters. If it's not like it's the new era in your country, so I hope, like even if it's not favorable towards your own ideologies and your own stance, I hope something good at least comes out of it. And yeah, don't be too stressed. Like, we've always been in this like political mess, this tumble, every single time. It's the same for Koreans. We're very stressed. We don't have better candidates, and when the opposite party gets elected and all. But that's the nature of democracy, and that's how we correct and all that. So anyways, in a grand scheme of things, congratulations. If you're celebrating, celebrate. And I hope you have a nice day, nice weekend, nice week coming ahead, and yeah, nice weekend coming ahead, right? I'll be doing a live stream on the weekend as well, as usual, so tune in on that, and see y'all. Okay, I still have lipstick on. It's not lipstick, it's chapstick, okay? It's literally just chapstick.